unsolicited advice about what to do as a freshman. One has to outweigh the other. Is it gonna be a degree or your social life? A real man, a real woman who loves you and who is meant for you will understand that you have priorities before and above them. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is your friend. After freshman year, start planning out your class schedule yourself, what class you want to take, what time you want to take. Hey guys, it's Joria. Welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're not, welcome back. So I know it's been a long time since I recorded, but I thought I would do the first video of my back to school series. If you guys don't know, this is my last year. I say that because I do have to go and get my master's, and I might do it here. I haven't really decided that yet, but it's looking like it. But it's not important, it's in the future. This is my last year of undergrad though. So then I'm going to graduate. I'm a senior, yeah. I'm graduating this year, which is insane because I've been out of high school for 4 years, almost 5. Or like 3.5 years, almost 4. So that's really insane because every day I wake up, I feel like I just graduated high school. But Joria, this is your senior year of college, undergrad. That's insane. I'm so excited. I'm getting my bachelor's in psychology, so I'm really excited for that. Only God knows how far that will take me and how far I'm going with that, but it's not about me, it's about you guys. Today I'm here to answer or give you guys advice, unsolicited advice about what to do as a freshman that's coming into university, rather that's community college or university. I am a transfer student. I transferred from a community college into university, and it saved me a lot of money, but also I kind of was a little bit iffy when I came here because I had a lot going on, but that's not important. We're gonna get into that. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So starting with friends, it's hard to make friends, especially as someone who's in your 20s and especially if you're going to university. It's hard because the classrooms are so large and you guys communicate, but it's hard to maintain those friendships because you have to, text, you have to actually talk to each other outside of classes and not just when you're in class. And just because you talk to someone one day doesn't mean you're gonna talk to them the next day. So if you wanna make friends, make sure you're putting yourself out there. But remember, your people are gonna come to you. They're gonna find you as long as you're open to it. As long as you're not like, oh, I wanna make friends, but you're in your apartment all day. You're in your room all day avoiding people. You're like rushing off campus, I'm not saying dilly-dally, but dilly-dally, and be open to it. Don't be so standoffish. Some people are gonna see that you're shy and they're gonna interact with you, trying to, give you a little bit of warm up and all that. So yeah, but other times you have to be the one to initiate it as well. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is your friend. I didn't really have any bad experiences with people here. I actually had a really hard time making friends, but when I did interact with people, they were nice. But I do know a few people around me have had bad experiences with people because they're like, oh yeah, they like me, they're cool, and then they would go behind their backs and like talk about them or like do certain things. So remember that you don't really know these people. You can't really trust people so easily. So like, be cautious, but also let your wall down enough so that you can, get to know those people. Discern, okay? Next is, you don't have to continue to be friends with your old high school friends / classmates. As soon as I left community college, as soon as I left high school, there's so many people that I didn't really interact with anymore. There's so many people that I no longer cared for. Not that we were ever friends, but like it was because we were in the same class, so I felt like we had to interact. But as soon as I got away from my community college, because there were still high school people that I knew there, as soon as I came to university, I was like, yeah, there was a few here and there, but I didn't really feel the pressure of needing to hang out with them or be friends with them or interact with them because, we didn't really click in high school. And I'm like, oh, if we click now, we click now, but there's no like because we're in the same class, we have to be friends. Join organizations / go to the school events. If you want to meet people, join organizations. Don't join too many, because I did overload myself when I got here, and I joined too many, but I ended up dropping like 2 of them and just staying in one. And I actually got my CPR license in my first aid certification, so girl is certified. Also, go to on-campus events. They have a lot of events, especially for freshmen. You can go to the things even if you're a freshman or a sophomore, junior, senior, graduate student. You're still able to go to them. Go to them. They are throwing them for a reason, because they know that you're new, you're scared, you're afraid, you want to make friends, you want to meet people, you want to expand your what's the word, like associations. Go to them. No matter how scared you are, you have to put yourself out there if you want to make friends, if you want to interact with people. Don't close yourself out. University is an experience, and it's what you make the experience to be. If you're gonna stay inside all day, of course it's gonna be boring. If you're gonna isolate yourself, of course it's gonna be lonely. But I'm not saying go to, like, I went to a couple parties. I went to the party, and that's actually how I met my boyfriend, but it wasn't really my scene. It wasn't our scene. And so we just started hanging out with each other one-on-one, you know, by ourselves, and just chilling. School/classes. Plan your schedule out yourself. As a freshman, I say you're able to rely on your advisor, but after freshman year, start planning out your class schedule yourself. What class you want to take, what time you want to take them. I would start doing it. I would do it before May, just because everyone is going to be trying to schedule an appointment with their advisor, and it's going to be like booked out, and you're going to, like, all the classes are going to be gone before you're even able to get your schedule set up. Also, as well, when I was in community college, my advisor actually was just putting me in classes that I needed, but also I didn't take all of the classes I needed. Like I didn't take chemistry at community college, which I wish I did, because in university is a lot harder, in my opinion. But yeah, don't rely solely on your advisor, because they have so many people that they have to advise that at some point they're gonna just stick you in prerequisites classes, and sometimes it's classes that you don't even really need for your major. So make sure you pay attention to your schedule, get to know what you need to take for your major and what you need to take in order to get what you're trying to get to be. Take classes that work for you. I see so many people asking online, do we take the 8 a.m.s or the 1 o'clocks? Y'all, take what works for you, okay? My mama told me not to take 8 a.m., so I took like 9 o'clock classes. I love 9 o'clock classes. I think I will work with an 8 a.m., but 9 o'clock's my best friend, okay? Because I want to be off of campus by 1 or 2, okay? I'm not taking no 1 o'clock and being off campus at 3. Nope. I love early classes so I can be done with what I have to be done with. Take what works for you. What works for someone else might not work for you. If you know you're not an early bird person, like you were struggling to get up for your classes in high school at 8 o'clock, or you were too tired to even focus, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. If you know you're someone who is kind of like clocked out by 2 o'clock in the afternoon because you've ate and it's time to take a nap, don't take that 1 o'clock class. Don't do it, because you're not going to be able to focus, and when you have exams and tests and stuff, you're going to be too tired to even take them, because you're not used to, 1 o'clock is not for you, or 8 o'clock is not for you. It's too early. Me personally, 9 o'clock was too early for calculus. I really regret taking calculus at 9 o'clock in the morning, because my brain was not awake. I was like, man, I should have took this class in the afternoon. Any math class for me, I would have took in the afternoon. Also, don't overload yourself. Don't, take the right amount of credits that you need in order to be a full-time or part-time student, whichever one you are. But if you know you can't handle more credits, don't do it. If you know you can't handle like 3 science classes and 3 math classes, don't take them. Split them up into different semesters. And I'm so glad that I actually did that. Read your syllabus. Read that syllabus, y'all. I'm telling you, it would help so much because so many professors do like drop grades, they do like drop homeworks. They don't do drop grades, they don't do drop homeworks. They do like drop quizzes, they do substitute grades, and paying attention to the syllabus of what rules that professor has in that class that could help you in the long run or that can hinder you in the long run is very important. Because when I tell you, I wasn't really stressing too much in my biology class this semester or last semester because I skipped 3 labs, which we had 3 labs that we can or I skipped 2 labs. I just wasn't feeling it. It's like, I'm gonna just skip it, lay down, go sleep. And so we had 3 lab drop grades that we could drop our lowest grades. So the 2 I skipped were dropped, and then the 1 that I made a low grade on a quiz on was dropped. So that helped me a lot as well. Yeah, do pay attention, okay? And we also had like a syllabus class. Syllabus quiz. Do that because that helped me. They gave me like 13 points, okay, in the beginning of the class. Definitely helped me pass. Ready to actually study. I don't know if it's senior year in high school was like the most chillest year ever to relax because they didn't care if we did work or not. They was literally just giving us grades. We was watching movies, all that. You know, it was fun. It was chill. We were big dogs. So they were like, y'all about to leave. Y'all about to pass. Like, you made it this far. You don't really, have to lock in as much. No, not here. Chat GPT, rewriting your notes, Quizlet, etc. That is not enough. When I tell you I tried that, it didn't work for me. Some people it will work for, some people it won't. The only thing that worked for me was actually like listening, paying attention, and writing my notes rather than trying to rewrite the notes that were already in the PowerPoint or using my iPad, just solely using my it doesn't work, especially in math class. For me, that was my big mistake, with only using my iPad. Writing on paper and pen for me is better. Writing on paper with pen or pencil is better for me, and that's in all my classes personally. So yeah, I just feel like the iPad just wasn't cutting it when it came to paying attention in class and trying to study because it wasn't working. But once I started like writing it on paper with pen and pencil and actually going back and reading the notes, watching videos and watching outside of class videos, and just paying attention to the lecture and what the professor is actually saying rather than, oh, I'm gonna go back and listen to it. No. But yeah, that worked for me. Like actually paying attention, actively listening, and actively learning helps so much. Use your Flexbooks or whatever type of lunch meal stuff they give you, use them. They give us dog dollars here at my college I go to. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get it last year. I did get it, I have to get it this year because I'm a upperclassman and I'm under the age of 25, so I have no choice but to get it. So I'm definitely gonna use those because I definitely was spending so much money in that Union with Chick-fil-A and Panda Express. Use those Flexbooks that they give you. Use them, but don't go too wild. Don't go too wild, y'all. Don't go too wild, but use them because at the end of the semester, like, they're gonna be gone anyways, so you might as well use them. Go to your SI session tutoring and use the library and study rooms. By the time I started using SI sessions and the study rooms and the library, it was too late. I mean, it wasn't too late, but when I started using them, it was helping because I was passing the quizzes and tests that I had been failing. But it was towards the end of the semester when I decided to do this, so there was no hope for me at all. Okay, well, there wasn't when it came to math, there wasn't any help, but when it came to like biology, it definitely helped. It helped so much because I made a 74, 77, 76 on my last exam in biology, and I was on the line of failing. I had a like 72 in that class, but that pushed me up to like a 77. So God is good. God showed me the way, and I definitely, when they say utilize the free stuff that you have on campus, tutoring, SI sessions, use it. It's not embarrassing. Yeah, it might be sad to have to skip a party because you have an SI session at this time, You have a tutoring session at this time. You have to go to the study room and study. Baby, prioritize your grades, prioritize your degree over everything, okay? And that's going into lifestyle. Don't party too much. Partying will catch up to you. It will. Don't hang out with your friends too much. That will catch up to you. I know as a freshman you want to, experience and go to parties and stuff, but so many freshmen have had the same story. They've sung the same songs. Oh yeah, I went to parties and basically it just kind of caught up to me. So now I'm suffering. Now I just got to get my head in the books and make sure my GPA isn't too bad so that I can get on academic probation. You wouldn't be on the verge of being in academic probation if you had found balance. And my advice, even as a senior, it's hard to still find balance. One has to outweigh the other. Is it going to be your degree or your social life? Did you come here for social life or to get your degree? Now, if you came here for social life, I feel bad for you because, baby, in this economy, you wasting money. Okay? Degree has to outweigh your social life. Not by a lot, but it definitely has to be up there a bit, okay? Don't put that boy or that girl over your education. Remember your priorities. Remember you came here to get a degree, not to find a husband, not to find a wife. If you found a husband and found a wife in college, yay, I found my boo, but I'm talking about, but okay, it comes. I wasn't searching for him. And same with like friendships. I prioritized my social life over my grades and it started suffering a little bit. A real man, a real woman who loves you and who is meant for you will understand that you have priorities before and above them, okay? Especially your education. You guys are here for your education, not to have fun, not to have so much fun that you forget about your education, not to date. This isn't Love Island, I'm just saying. Make sure you remember why you came here and what you're here for. If you're someone who can balance both of the two, good for you, okay? But in my relationship, my boyfriend and I both understand that our first priority, our main priority is not each other, it's our education. And then it's our jobs. And then, we fall in line in between our hobbies and stuff. We're not married, okay? So we're not each other's first priority, but that doesn't mean I treat him less of a priority. Just because he's not my first priority. No, I still love him. I'm still gonna take time out of my day and stuff for him. But at the end of the day, we understand that our education comes first and that we're both here to get our degree and get to where we need to be. And especially if we plan on being together, I don't want my man to fall behind in any, and same with, he don't want me to fall behind in any, point. Keep God in your life. This is for, if you're a Christian, wherever your religion is, honestly, make sure you maintain your relationship with God, okay? I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna be talking about Jesus Christ, my Jesus, okay? My God, okay? So definitely, just because at the end of the day, when it's nighttime and all that partying is over with, and you have to come back to your apartment, whether you're drunk or you're tipsy, you're high, you're stumbling, guess who is with you in that room? Guess who's watching over you to make sure you get in safely? Jesus Christ. So thank him for all that he has done and how far he's guiding you. Prioritize that relationship with him. Keep God in your life. Now, you don't have to be 100. You don't have to be the perfect Christian, okay? Because none of us are perfect. But definitely take time out of your day to give to God, okay? Start saving. When you get your refund check, take some out. Don't spend it all. Take some out and put it back. Because I'm telling you, it's hard out here. It's rough, especially when you don't have a job and you love shopping. Don't spend it all on clothes. I did that. I cried. I spent so much money on clothes, and the thing is, I didn't even wear all those clothes. Some of the stuff I ended up hating later on, and it's just, it's sad. It's depressing, because when I look at my closet, I'm like, I should have saved that $10. I could have saved that $300, okay? I mean, in the moment, it's fun, you're enjoying it, but at the end of the day, that money could have went somewhere else. Learn to cook. Learn to cook. Now, if you're staying in an off-campus apartment, learn to cook. I stay in an off-campus apartment. I have been utilizing this kitchen. Out of all my roommates, I think me and another girl has been utilizing this kitchen. It's here for a reason. You're staying in an off-campus apartment for a reason. Baby, don't eat fast food every day. Get your butt, go buy. I literally got a meal that lasted me for a whole week for $20. Do you know that's like, if you go to let's see, 5 biggie bags, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, that's 4 biggie bags from Wendy's. That's 4 days. There's 7 days in a whole week. Go buy you some groceries. Learn how to cook. I literally been searching stuff on TikTok. I've called my mama. She coached me through certain recipes. I've read the back of the box. You don't have to be Chef Jorriaharchives. You don't have to be Chef Gordon Ramsay. You know, you can just literally get some simple stuff. They have microwavable stuff. They have stuff you can stick in the oven. They have stuff that you follow the directions on the box. They have stuff that's already made. Go shopping. Go grocery shopping. Get you some groceries, baby. Okay. Moving on. It's okay to repeat outfits. It's okay. You don't need a new outfit every single day. You don't have to wear a new outfit every time you go to a class. You can literally wear the same outfit. No one would notice. No one's paying attention to you. I promise you. I promise. If they are, tell them that they're here for the wrong reasons. Baby, you're focusing on me when you should be focusing on the professor and what he's saying. It's okay to say no to going out. It's okay to say no. If your friend asks you to go out and you don't feel like going out, say no. You know, if you have to study, if you want to prioritize yourself, if you want to do self-care, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like it's a lot, you want to just take everything in, say no to going out. It's okay. I promise you. If they get upset, if they're like, oh, you're lame, you're boring, bye. Bye. Okay? I'm pretty sure there's like almost 50 to 70,000 people on campus here at my university. I promise you leaving, I'm gonna meet someone else who understands why I have to put me first and why I have to say no to going out because I'm overwhelmed or because I don't want to go out or because I have to study. Okay? When I say self-care, self-care. I'm not talking about, oh, let's go get my nails done, my toes done. Like, yeah, do your hair, all that. Yes, but also breathe. Okay, sit and take everything in because the first few weeks of university can be so overwhelming. I cried so much when I got here. I was leaving my parents. I'm 2 hours away. I had no friends here. And I felt all over the place. I felt lonely. It was a new environment. I was like, Jesus, what now? You know? /roommates, important. I know you guys care about this. Be respectful. Number one, be respectful of your environment and everyone around you. You all are coming from different environments, different backgrounds, probably different places, maybe different cultures. Be respectful. If you don't understand why someone does something that way, ask them. If you don't like something that they're not doing, try not to go off on them. Talk to them, you know, in a respectful manner. You're adults. Talk to each other like adults, okay? My thing is, if it takes you having to get out your character in order to set someone straight, I advise to do it. Don't be a doormat. Don't let anyone walk all over you because I've definitely had to get out of my character to deal with one of my roommates. And although I hated it, it allowed us to set those boundaries and she understood what she needed to do because she's living with 3 other people, 3 other women. And so when you're living with other people and not alone, you have to respect those people that you're living with, okay? And I'm not talking about like petty stuff. I'm talking about leaving your clothes in the washer or the dryer when other people has to use it. I'm talking about leaving your trash everywhere or trying to get me to do your work for you. We're not maids. You're old enough to live alone. You're old enough to clean up after yourself, okay? Next is be clean. Be clean, especially if you're a woman. If you're a female, it is expected of us to be clean. It's more expected of a male to be nasty than a female. Hopefully men aren't that nasty because I know some clean men, so honestly you guys should hold yourself to that standard as well. But I'm saying as a woman, you shouldn't be leaving your underwear or your socks, your dirty underwear, dirty socks everywhere. You shouldn't be leaving trash in the kitchen, trash in the living room for us to see. We shouldn't have to ask you to wash your dishes or, you know, get your laundry after washer into the dryer. or start your load. If I have to change your laundry, I will do it. I have no problem. Make sure you ask people if you can touch their clothes before you touch it, because some people don't like you touching their clothes, and that's really understandable. But if it's like you're putting clothes in the washer and then you leave and you're not gonna be back for like an hour or two and I have to wash clothes, or you're gone all day, I'm gonna move your stuff. Whether it's gonna be on the sofa, or if I'm nice enough, I'm gonna put it in the dryer. I've never placed clothes on the sofa unless they're all coming out the dryer onto the sofa, by the way. But if you don't want me touching your clothes, make sure you're here to do your laundry, okay? The bedding, the decorating, I love it. Don't overdo it, because you're gonna have to pack up and you're gonna have to leave, okay? Especially if you're staying in a dorm. I renewed my lease. I'm staying in an apartment, by the way, off-campus apartment with 3 other people. Currently, there's no one here but me because all my other roommates have moved out. This was the cheapest and, option for me. I want to save money because, yeah, this is my last year, but I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be here. Okay, maybe when I start my master's, I'll move into a 1-bedroom apartment or something like that. But moving on. Decorate. It's your room, decorate. Don't damage the stuff. I've seen people like put wallpaper up and they peel it down and it's like pulling the paint off the wall, and they have to pay so much for that. I mean, if you have the money, go wild, go scream. Don't go to a scream though, okay? The bedding. I have a twin XL. I got twin XL sheets. They didn't fit. Queen sheets. Get queen sheets. If you have a twin XL, get queen sheets. If you have a twin bed, I would say get either twin XL or a queen sheets as well, because yeah, that bedding is whack. You just have to figure it out. That's all the advice I have as of this moment. But if you guys think of something more, comment down below in the comment section and I'll do a part 2. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to start our back to school videos, our back to school stuff. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, bye y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe though if you want to see more. Bye.